Hello, beautiful people. This is Cameron Dennis, president founder of the Blockchain Acceleration Foundation. We're a 501c3 nonprofit that starts accredited blockchain courses at universities. We build a bunch of stuff, get people jobs in the space. And today we are having a quick meetup or an update of what's happening in the BAF network. So this is gonna be very casual. So I'm gonna invite everyone to stage. If you want to turn your mic and camera on and speak, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, I'm gonna just do that now. And Alexis and PG, if you don't mind also inviting some people up the stage, that is the plan. So today, in short, we will be talking about what's going on in BAF, specifically the Ethereum teacher training program, a BitGo relationship that we've been developing, a DeFi token delegation and staking program, BAF Wallet, BAF Discord bot, Bitcoin 2021, which is a big conference happening in Miami, Miami DAO and Stablecoin project, the Miami DAO Hackathon, Alchedemia, which is some research project we have with the Algorand Foundation, some job opportunities, the Foundations and Applications of Blockchain Conference, some audio blogs that we're putting together, upcoming meetups, and more. So without further ado, one, drop any topic that you want to discuss in the chat to the right. That is, we're all going to sort of be able to, chat there. If you want to, dive into specific topics, feel free to do it in the chat so we can just keep the update, pretty organized. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get started. Again, my name is Cameron Dennis, president and founder of the Blockchain Acceleration Foundation. We are doing a bunch of stuff, as you probably know, but to start, I want to make sure that everyone here is signed in or a member of our Discord. So I just dropped the chat there. You're welcome to join. This is where the community lives sort of day to day. And we gather here every week to, talk around a specific topic or provide an update. The second thing would be, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is where we post all of our videos and, all the learning activities that we're doing. And then the next thing is the BAF swag. This is very exciting. If you see my hat that I'm wearing, we ordered a bunch of stuff. So we are, going to be airdropping it to you via mail, so sending it. And if you are interested in getting some, it's free to get some, but you are encouraged to donate. And that donation page is also, right here. So please donate, and yeah, you're welcome to receive some swag. But without further ado, I'm actually going to push it to PG for him to explain this Ethereum teacher training program and exciting development we have going with the Ethereum Foundation. So PG, take it away.
Thanks, Cam. Big news. We recently received a grant from the Ethereum Foundation to start what we call Teachers Training Teachers program. I would start by explaining the problem and the issue we have faced as presence of blockchain clubs, which is how do we train people at scale, given the fact that the blockchain courses are not consistent throughout different universities. When I say blockchain courses, I mean accredited blockchain courses through the computer science departments. So the way it has been done so far is like literally students teaching other students, but the students, they gain their knowledge by just going online and doing their research, but they're not formally trained, not only on the knowledge side and the theoretical side of things, but also on how to teach, how to prepare a syllabus, how to run a workshop. So the Ethereum Foundation is supporting us to do this. We're going to run a small cohort of 10 to 12 students. It's actually not just students. We're opening up also to professors that want to learn more about Ethereum on the technical side. And the whole goal of this is, again, to train teachers that can then go to their school and teach this to students on a recurrent base. So if you're interested, please get in touch on Discord. We're going to be pretty selective about this. There are some requirements. You need to know what blockchain is. First of all, you have to be technical, aka a developer. You have to be enrolled in a school, either as a student or as a faculty member, or affiliated in some sort. So yeah, feel free to reach out on that end. We're putting together a form for an application, but we also want to like know you, and like as I said, it's going to be pretty selective because like spots are limited. So feel free to reach out on Discord. You'll see me, just like ping me there.
I could add just one thing. This is an amazing tool for you club leaders who are struggling with recruiting, to get people in your club to know what they're talking about, because that's really important to establish legitimacy with the rest of the school, is for you guys to actually know what, whoever's teaching, that they know what they're talking about. So yeah, that said, get in touch with PG on Discord. Again, the Discord the link is in the top. And before PG, you dive into the other stuff, Seth, I would love for you to briefly introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about Bolt, because I think it's a really cool project. And yep, that's yeah, you can take it away.
Happy to do that. Thanks for having me. I think what you guys are doing is awesome. So I'm a professor in the computer science department at Carnegie Mellon, and I started a project, BOLT, stands for Building on Local Trust, which is the goal of the project is to essentially increase access to capital, address lending market failures by using a public ledger to allow people to convert their reputation in a community into access to capital, and then in the long run, turn the ledger activity into sort of quantitative scores that represent sort of risk of default, because one of the reasons why banks and mainstream capital markets in general don't lend money to small businesses is they just don't know how to evaluate their risk. So I'll put in the chat where you can read more about it, and I invite comments and suggestions. We are looking to deploy Bolt ASAP. So if you know of communities that might be interested in deploying it, I would certainly like to hear about it. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, and I believe your email is probably somewhere on that page, right, Seth?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. So yeah, just reach out to him there if you're interested in getting involved. And yeah, pass it back to PG to talk more about this BitGo, article that was recently written, and some other stuff. So PG, take it away. While he's making his way over here, we are going to be running a pretty cool staking and delegation program with a very large VC firm who has put a lot of money into AAVE, the DeFi lending protocol. And we will be delegating these tokens to different clubs to essentially start these new governance forums at universities to govern the decentralized, financial infrastructure. So that will be coming. More information is to be determined. The other thing is a relationship with Stakefish. Stakefish is one of the largest staking as a service providers out in the entire world. Their sister company is F2 Pool, which is, I believe, the second largest Bitcoin mining firm in the world and has been for quite a while. They are interested in educating all university distributed systems labs and whatnot about proof of stake blockchains, as well as how to attract token delegation from big layer 1 foundations. So I think that this is a really, really cool way for all you club leaders and people affiliated to universities out there to engage your schools and to get them to, one, start accepting crypto as a form of payment. This will, one, spur their nonprofit to change the way that they, I guess, collect money. And the Giving Block is an organization that we're very close to who can help with that process. So PG, if you want to sort of take it away more.
Hey, sorry guys, little bit of can you guys hear me? Awesome. Cool. So on the BitGo side, yeah, I think. Yeah. So actually, so you mentioned you're from Carnegie Mellon. We've been running this little project with a student at Carnegie Mellon in collaboration with BitGo. This was purely research. BitGo was interested in pretty much mapping out the whole regulatory landscape in the United States, state by state. So we did that. We wrote an article that is going to be published through BitGo official media. Unfortunately, they don't give authorship. That's an internal corporate decision. So unfortunately, the student that wrote this article will not be officially recognized. But this is a good way because we're gonna keep doing this. They're interested in writing more articles, and it's also a great way for students to just go out and do research and learn about stuff. There are a lot of new regulations coming out. Different states filed bills to increase blockchain research, blockchain funding, to establish blockchain task forces. So this was a great educational initiative, and it's gonna keep running. And of course, it was paid, which is good. So if you're interested in doing this, please, as always, feel free to reach out on Discord. Back to Cameron.
All right. So yeah, one of the main takeaways for that is that this is a paid opportunity, which is super dope. And this is a way for you as a student while learning about cool blockchain stuff. So yep, reach out to PG on
Say who it was. I'd be interested in talking to them.
Yeah,
Fernanda.
Yeah, they're not in here. Yeah, I tried to get her to come, but she was actually busy. She has a recitation right now.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a freshman. Her name is Fernanda. She'll probably be around here more soon.
Okay, I'll talk to you later about it. Sebastian.
Yeah, we actually started the project with Ishgun, but unfortunately he's an international student and he cannot technically do this type of work. We found it out after we submitted the proposal, which was very sad. But I feel him because I'm an international student myself. But he was involved at first. He still might help with general research pro bono, I guess. So maybe Seth, if you want to reach out to him as well.
Yeah, he actually explicitly me or said to me that he was very interested in getting involved with both. He actually recently caught COVID, so he's in the process of catching up from school after getting better. So yeah. But yeah, I will definitely try to keep in touch with those two and connect them with you.
And yeah, for those who recently joined, anyone's welcome to come up to stage. Just turn on your mic and camera. I've invited most of you up. And if you do want to come up and we're not invited, just drop it in the chat or DM me personally. But Sebastian and Lev, if you don't mind taking it away to talk a little bit more about the BAF Wallet and Discord bot, that would be great.
Sure. So Lev and I recently have been working on a wallet that has two properties over existing web wallets. So one of the things about existing web wallets is that they're specific to one specific blockchain. So you can only whenever you want to use multiple assets on multiple chains, you have to use a myriad of different wallets. The other property that we wanted from a better wallet is the ability to essentially be either non-custodial altogether or do opt-out custodialness. And the idea of this is something called a smart contract wallet, but the idea is on the blockchain, there's a smart contract that's essentially a proxy for your account, which gives you a lot of nice nice things that you can do. But one of them is that you can have an access control lists in the smart contract. Then you can say only the public key of the public key corresponding to only the private key corresponding to the public key of only these public keys. So you have a list of public keys, and basically that allows you to check against the signer that sent the transaction, and then you can program the smart contract to essentially say you're not allowed to send a transaction if you're not one of those public keys. And this is also good because if you have public keys, maybe you have a wallet on your phone, or maybe you have a wallet on a different computer, you can add all of these access keys to your smart contract wallet, and it can it can be a single address, so you don't need to worry about like shuttling assets between your phone, or like if you want to send someone some token and you realize it's on your phone and not your computer, that's not a problem you have to deal with. There are a lot of, and of course with a smart contract wallet you can do other things, like you could do multi-signature wallets, so you could do things like something that's like two-factor authentication, like or that's kind of like how I've usually described it. But the idea is you need multiple signatures from multiple key pairs to be able to send a transaction. And that could be like, oh, I need both my phone and my computer to sign the transaction in order for it to work. What we've done is we're basically building out a web wallet, and we've gotten a grant from the Near Foundation to do this, build out a web wallet that provides these two properties. And then the other project, which is kind of like a side, it's kind of like an addition to this, is a Discord bot that essentially allows you to send tokens to a Discord, like a Discord user, just by their username. And this happens via, and we're using something called Taurus. I'm not sure if you guys are heard of Taurus wallet, but essentially they have a way of using OAuth flows to get a private public key pair. And so using that, we can essentially use Discord's OAuth API and send and generate transactions to send to other users, to send any asset to Discord users. And so that's kind of like a part 2 of this. And what we hope to get at the end is a wallet that's really easy to use, that BAF members can use, and that we can start doing cool things within the BAF Discord with respect to, I don't know, tokens that are for like attendance, or tokens for, badges for learning something or teaching something or working on something. But like that's like the general gist.
Yeah, it would allow for like easy onboarding as well. So, you can sign up via the form for BAF and immediately get a BAF Wallet account.
And that's the goal. The ultimate, I think.
If you're interested in snooping, there's a repo that we're working on.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I think one of the main takeaways is like, how can we start thinking about better user experience for crypto mass adoption? So I personally think that grandma and grandpa are not going to remember a private key, and they should have this like optionally custodial model. If they want to have someone manage the keys, great. If not, then they can retrieve them. And yeah, making steps to that future. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to DM them, message them in the chat. And if not, I'm going to move on. Love and Sebastian, is there anything else you want to add?
No, not really. Just feel free to Discord me on Discord afterwards or something like that.
Or in
there's also there's actually a channel in the Discord for the project, so you can also say hi.
All right, lovely. So next thing, super exciting, Bitcoin 2021. This is the largest Bitcoin conference out there. It's going to be in Miami this year. Just so happens I was born and raised in Miami, and we have people. We're going to get a house. We're going to have a good time. Everyone can volunteer. Volunteers, the form I think closes on Friday, so do this ASAP. And we are going to rent a house, which is pretty bum. I just want to make sure we can identify how many people there's going to be, so we know how many houses to rent, or how big the one house should be. So feel free to send this across your networks, and this can be a really, really good time. Drop the links in the chat. If you have any questions, either drop them here or bring it up now. Nope. All right. So next thing, and this is a really, really large project that I have been slowly putting together with some other really amazing people in Miami and the general Florida area, and that is the Miami DAO and Stablecoin project. Now, this is a really big deal because this is the first time a very large city in the United States is exploring launching their own stablecoin, as well as their own DAO to govern the stablecoin and create new use cases for essentially increasing transparency in government and more democratic processes of how to manage the treasury of the stablecoin. So this is really cool. It's currently in like the Florida FinTech Sandbox, which is a regulatory, I guess, like, I don't know how to describe it exactly. I always have a hard time, but like a way to have people experiment with things without having all the legal implications involved. So this is really cool. The Miami DAO is currently built. It's on mainnet on Ethereum. It's not being used right now. But the idea is for us to organize a giant event around it. Team 305, exactly, Juan. Boom, 305. That's the area code of Miami for those who don't know. So we are going to organize a large hackathon around this. And this is primarily, you know, many different actors involved. Gideon up in the top right-hand corner. I'm actually Gideon, if you don't mind introducing yourself super quickly, that'd be great, and sort of what the World Blockchain Hackathon is.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Cameron, for putting this together. My name is Gideon, and then I run a blockchain hackathons. Most recently, actually, we had a hackathon in October, where we had last October. So we had 1,000 people from 69 countries on Discord. So with the blockchain hackathon and with the World Blockchain Hackathon and the Babylon project that we do, we just aim to like bring in more developers to learn about blockchain and just get them to build stuff, and then just try to connect more people with the technology. So it's like, you know, it's fun building things, once a year. So that's what happens with that. Yeah. Apart from that, I'm involved in other projects too, and very happy to be working with Cameron on several of these things too.
It's awesome to work with you too, Gideon. And this is like we're gonna get all the amazing people that we know in our network. Going to be creating a sponsorship referral program. So if any of you know companies and are interested in raising money for this hackathon, you too can make money in that process. And we will be coming out with more details about that later. I can drop the Airtable here. I spent all of Saturday night creating this pretty robust Airtable that highlights everything that we plan to do, who we plan to contact. And I am confident, one, we already got Gitcoin on board. When you get Gitcoin on board, things are good because they know the entire ETH community. And as you know, Vitalik has been on one of our meetups before. I think we can get him to attend. The whole point of this hackathon is to, one, bring awareness to the Miami DAO project, two, raise money for the Miami DAO project and the stablecoin specifically, because the stablecoin will be pegged 1-to-1. It has to be US dollar pegged because that's the only way that banks will ever accept it in the US. And this hackathon is designed to help fund it. And three, build projects around it. This is a virtual and physical hackathon. Those who want to stay an extra week, unfortunately, we cannot run this event right after Bitcoin 2021. But the dates for the Miami DAO Hackathon are going to be tentatively, we're thinking about if we need to extend it, but this is the tentative dates, is June 11th through 19th. We hope to raise upwards of $100,000, get amazing speakers involved, build some really cool stuff, and have it be very action-oriented. So the whole point is to build tools and use cases and business models around the Miami DAO and stablecoin. The whole goal for this is, I already said many of the goals, but how can we start experimenting with, new governance mechanisms and actual currency? There is also around 170 vendors who have already verbally said that they would be willing to accept this stablecoin. So like this is happening. Like blockchain is finally coming to market, and I think it's absolutely incredible for all of us to have the opportunity to, play a role in it. So, more information to be determined to come. If you want to learn more about the hackathon, check out the Airtable. It's only read access because Airtable will charge us a ton of money if we give edit access, and that happened once before. Woke up to a $3,000 bill. We got that handled, but it was a pain in the ass. So next up is, if you have any questions, reach out to me on Discord. If you want to get involved, reach out to me on Discord. There's plenty of stuff to do. Advertising to happen. We're going to do like more community partnerships as we normally do with our conferences. And we would love your help, every step of the way. And this Miami DAO project, by the way, is likely to sit under BAF itself. Like this will be one of BAF's projects in collaboration with the city of Miami. So pretty big stuff. So up next, Shamir, if you are around and turning on your mic and camera, it'd be awesome to hear an update about Alchedemia and some of the progress you're making with SPI. What's up? Oh, I got to kick out somebody apparently. Okay, so Alexis, would you mind just hopping off the screen real quick so Shamir can come on? Apparently there's a limit of people that can be on. Awesome. Thanks. So as Shamir's coming on, awesome. Hey, Shamir.
Hey, let me turn my webcam. Hi, guys. So just wanted to give everybody an update of what we're working on with Alchedemia. So a few months back, we applied for a grant from the Algorand Foundation. We're working on building what's called a next generation digital learning platform. Now that sounds like a lot of buzzwords, but it's actually a white paper written by the Gates Foundation about how we can like change the future of learning and how they see the future of learning evolving and how people like use these platforms. So based on that philosophy that PG found, and we worked on creating a platform that would help introduce blockchain in different university use cases. So in Adelaide University, where we are all like SPI, the organization I'm a part of is from, all our members are from, we actually noticed something interesting happening. We have clubs and that had elections, and these elections kept getting rigged. So you had students, because they use Google Forms and it's very insecure, and they never had a way to like make sure that they had members working or being part of the votes and stuff. And so what happened was people came in, they voted the entire committees out, because you could like basically do a Sybil attack of sorts, get hundreds of people to vote for like, you know, interests that may be. And it's hard to verify who is the authentic votes and who isn't. So we came up with this idea of like, what if we use the blockchain to create a voting mechanism? And since then it's spiraled. Right now we're almost ready with our voting thing. And it's really easy from a user point of view. You just sign up with your university account and you can basically do votes with different clubs. So we're piloting this with the computer science club. So hopefully in the next few days, we can get like maybe 20, 30 people to run it. And we have almost like 400 people signed up on top of it. And yeah, we're just doing some really cool stuff. But I think one thing that we noticed was the university was very keen on it. By university, I mean professors. And so we're building and exploring use cases with professors, especially with like providing provenance on the blockchain. So things like having a history of like student and professors interacting, but also having like things like, oh, so, you know, you attended class, here's an NFT to show your progress, and just seeing if that changes behavior. So that's the progress we're working on next 3 to 6 months. And we're also like looking for people that want to trial this in clubs at their universities. And yeah, hopefully we can even compensate you for doing so. So that's where we're at. And if anyone has questions, I just...
Yeah, Shamir, what's the best way for people to get in contact with you? And if so, can you drop it in the chat?
Yeah, sure. I'll leave you guys our website in the chat. And just you can also email me or message me on Discord. I'm in the BAF channel, and this is my email.
Amazing. Any questions for Shamir? All right. Well, thanks, Shamir. Appreciate it. So
yeah, no worries.
Next up, so I was talking to Opolis. They are, they came to our meetup the other day, talk about how they're changing, I guess, employment models, and they are looking for interns. So those who are interested in internships, paid internships, this summer, or even I think right now, they are looking specifically for operations, developer, and marketing interns. So yeah, PG, actually, if you don't mind, there's going to be feedback. Opolis internships, admin, dev, and marketing. If you are interested, email, let's see, let me find this guy's name. Josh's email, you're going to email him just saying, hey, I'm a BAF member interested in X internship. Bada boom, bada bing. Hopefully you guys get a call, and that'd be really cool. So I will drop that in the chat after I pass it on. And then the next thing is the Shinju. Shinju is the creator of Dystopia Labs. She is one of BAF's advisors. She is starting a really cool startup looking for a part-time full stack developer or smart contract developer interested in creating a NFT and DeFi ticketing platform. She is working with this. Let me find the actual message that she sent me. I'll drop it in the chat. The team is out of this world. Like, if I was not working at Near and running BAF, I would likely join this. This is the team at the moment. There's Shinju, and then she's looking to build. This is the message that I will be sending to some people later today. In short, platform in the intersection between DeFi and NFTs. There's a bonding curve involved for price discovery in the ticket auctions. And then you could even use these NFTs as collateral for DeFi later on. I think this is super, super cool. And if you're interested in learning more, DM me directly on Discord and I'll introduce you to Shinju. Also, check out this team. Like, it's ENS, he's a dev at ENF, Ethereum Name Service, a founder of Kickback. This is the largest like ETH event management ticketing platform out there. Daniel Huang, he's now running protocol governance at Stakefish, the guy who we're actually talking to about all this governance stuff with universities, and looking to grow the team. So there's a long-term opportunity here as well as a short-term. Highly recommend getting in touch if you're interested. Any questions around that? Nope. All right, cool. So next thing, I know there's a lot here, everybody. Just bear with me. This is FAB 2021. Just so happens there's an academic conference called the Foundations and Applications of Blockchain, also known as FAB. It is BAF backwards, if those who did not realize that. This was originally started by one of our early advisors, Dr. Bhaskar Krishnamachari from USC. He's a IoT researcher, and then passed it on to a guy named Faisal Narab, who's a professor at UC Santa Cruz, and now it's passed on to Dr. Mohammed Sadoghi, another advisor of ours from UC Davis. And Dr. Mohammed Sadoghi is the man, and he is giving us a 60 or 90-minute slot to come and present a lot, kind of similar how we're doing today, all the things happening across the BAF network at an academic conference. So this is really cool. We will primarily be talking about, the BAF DAO, Miami DAO. When I said BAF DAO, I mean like the Discord bot and the wallet, along with like other, integrations for how do we engage our members and do as much on-chain stuff with BAF as possible. Alchedemia and some other stuff. So that is happening. And yeah, this is just a quick update on that. We're going to be speaking at an academic conference in short. This is actually their second time doing so. And later on, there's been discussions around like us partnering with this conference more long-term, being sort of having a BAF academic conference of sorts. I think would be really, really cool. So that's that. And the next thing, if you have any questions, again, drop them in the chat. If not, no worries. And next thing is the audio blogs. So Alexis has done an absolute incredible job managing the development of audio blogs. And what these are, if you guys have not been in the industry for a long time, if you have been in the industry, I guess you'll know that some of the best content, best learning is obviously written, and it's normally done via media posts. And a lot of times this stuff goes unread because people don't like to read as much. So what we're doing is aggregating the most popular and sort of most impactful Medium articles and paying people to read them. So Juan, if you're still around, it'd be awesome to hear sort of about your experience doing this. And if you'd recommend it to others. We pay $100 for every hour of content recorded. Juan, I think we still need to pay you, but we promise we will pay you and get that done ASAP. So if you are interested in pushing these audio blogs, one, just give them a listen. I think this is the best content in the space. And two, if you have any articles that you're interested in hearing but don't want to read, for example, we recently did the NFT Bible by Devin Feinzer from OpenSea. That'd be great. So yeah, Alexis dropped that in the chat. It'd be wonderful if you can subscribe to our Apple podcast and maybe like comment or like or whatever in the section below. I've watched so many YouTube videos, it sort of just like repeats that last phrase. And message us on Discord if you have any articles to be read. So yeah, any questions or feedback or anything there? And please don't hesitate to turn on your mic and camera and message in the chat. Like, this is supposed to be casual and open. Or if you have any cool ideas for distribution channels, because right now we're a little bit hesitant to continue recording because the ones that we have done aren't getting as much activity as we'd like. So, we're looking to optimize distribution. Hey, Sean. All right, so with audio blogs, Spotify podcasts. Yes, we do have it on Spotify. I think, Alexis, actually, if you don't mind speaking to it a little bit, what the distribution channels you're targeting and sort of how the program's been going on your end.
Yeah, of course. So right now we are using Anchor. Anchor, it's a software that enables you to publish podcasts on every platform, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think there's a Google Podcasts. So the strategy that we were thinking of eventually will be to publish a podcast, the audio blog on YouTube. On the ISO, maybe to publish it on Audius. Audius, it's a marketplace, I guess, for audio NFT. It's kind of a Spotify, but with audio NFT. So it could be nice to have it on Audius. And yeah, that's kind of what we are thinking.
Yep, and something that we heard from Lucas, who's one of our board members who works at Foundry, which is one of DCG's companies. He manages all the staking for them. Is he sends these to his coworkers because this is like they know that he knows that his coworkers aren't going to read some of these long form essays and stuff. So he's actually using this as a way to like educate his coworkers. So I recommend also, if you have club leaders or club members who are want to learn, this is probably the best content to do so. So any questions or suggestions, please leave them in Discord or even here. But if not, I'm going to move on to our upcoming meetups. So next week, you can sign up here. Mina protocol. Actually, Lev, you're reading the white paper. Do you want to give a quick, brief intro to what Mina is?
Yeah, so Mina is what they call succinct blockchain, which uses snarks. So succinct meaning that the blockchain will never exceed a certain size. I forget what it is, but it's like a couple of megabytes. And it uses snarks to verify everything that happens on the blockchain. It's pretty awesome technically, but that's the rundown of it. And it's also really easy to be a full node. So if you are a verifier, or I think what they call provers, so it allows for very distributed blockchain that doesn't like grow and scale in the same way that you have like Ethereum or Bitcoin, which is like added on gigabytes every day. Or I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, 22 kilobytes, just incredible. Yeah.
So yeah, next week this event will be managed by the Blockchain Club at Carnegie Mellon, and part of the reason for this is because the founder went to Carnegie Mellon, and he is very excited to go speak with his alma mater. So if you're interested in learning more, check out I don't think I dropped it. Oh yeah, the event link that I will drop in the chat, and then the next one, the following week, we'll be talking to Fluence. Actually, PG, you know most about Fluence. Oh, next week is not Fluence. Next week is Algorand. And PG, you want to talk a little bit more about what they're going to be talking about? No, you can come over here. It's going to give feedback. Yeah, so PG will tell you a little more about what the Algorand talk will be about.
Yeah, sorry guys, our internet sucks really bad, so apologies for that. But yeah, so the week after Mina, so in 2 weeks, we're gonna have 2 members of the Algorand Foundation, the research side, diving very deep into Algorand, also into the Algorand ecosystem, what's going on, what are some of the applications that are being developed, what are some of the opportunities for developers to get involved. Algorand just launched a $10 million NFT grant program, just targeting NFTs. So if you're interested in that, there's like additional opportunities. The week after Algorand, we're going to have Fluence network, and that's going to be an introduction / workshop on Fluence. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Fluence is it's a platform for building and deploying the apps in an easier way. It's not a protocol. It's more focused on app. I'm pretty excited about this because we're engaging with yet to be born, but hopefully soon to become a club at Vanderbilt. One of their students is going to moderate the event. It's a great way to engage their student club, which is not there yet, but it's a great way to get students together and hopefully about being there. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Dope. Thank you, PG. And actually, either come up on screen or just put in the chat, what companies do you want to hear from? Like, do you want to moderate events? Otherwise, we're just going to continue sort of like scheduling whatever we deem, interesting, but we want to hear from you. So please message in the chat, like just literally show companies that you want to hear from. Otherwise, the next one would probably be Polkadot, and the following one would be Uniswap, talking about Uniswap v3. But Polkadot near, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm more than happy to shill near. I absolutely refrain from shill. I try my best to refrain from shilling near, but yes, we can absolutely get near. Engine, yes, Engine would be awesome. Yeah, their token price has been mooning recently, and they'll probably be interested in coming to talk. Graph, yep, we can get the Graph. Some Grin people. I don't know many Grin people, to be honest. So Alex, if you know anyone, let me know.
That'll be my pleasure. Although I don't know anybody, but I'll take this on as a personal mission. Figure it out, okay?
Cool. And then also, you guys can moderate them. Like the whole point, we're building this network for you to use and moderate, and this is for you. And because we know that virtual events sometimes can suck, and a lot of people don't always attend. So let's crowdsource our efforts and make them dope. So Aragon, yep, Syndicate, Protocol Labs, Cardano. These are all super awesome suggestions. We will write them down. Feel free to keep on writing them, but in synthetics would be cool. Yep, love it. What else? So yeah, I'm actually going to open up to the community. If anyone's working on any projects that they need help with, if they're like Eugene, I see you here. I don't mean to call you out specifically, but I'm going to call you out anyway. Love to hear from you, kind of what's going on at Carnegie Mellon with all the DAO stuff. If anyone's working on any projects or is willing to be brave enough to come and say, hey, I'm looking for a job, hire me. This is the time, because there are other people in the chat who are hiring. And yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet. And if you are interested in coming up the stage, just DM me, or I'll just keep on inviting you guys. But what are you working on is the question. Okay, cool.
I just wanted to add that I don't know who else is learning Rust, but Sebastian has been really helpful. But if you don't want to keep bothering Sebastian, that they have like this whole Discord channel just for the Rust language, and that has been really helpful. So I really recommend anyone who's interested in learning Rust to check that out. And also,
like the server, like the Rust Discord.
Yeah, they just have like a whole server. And also, I am looking for a job. So if anyone is looking to hire, feel free to message me on Discord.
Awesome. Yeah, Rust, do you have that link to the Discord server?
Yeah, I can send that.
Awesome. And besides that, I'm gonna wait for Eugene to come. Yep. Share your LinkedIn, Kaushik. That'd be great. And let's see. Yeah. Otherwise, let's see, join BAF Discord. I'm dropping it here in the chat again in case you have not signed up for our Discord. There's the link. In case you have not subscribed to our YouTube, here's the link. In case you are interested in getting some BAF swag, boom. And if you love what we do and you want to support us, not just with your time, but also with your money, feel free to donate. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, so your donations are tax deductible for the 2021 year. We take crypto, and yep. Hey, Eugene, how's it going? Hey, Eugene, can you hear us? Struggling to hear you a bit if you are talking.
Hey, sorry. Yeah, I was. I'm finally hearing it. But yeah, just wanted to share. So, hi everyone. I'm Eugene Leventhal. I work as a project manager at where one of the initiatives that I work on is a new blockchain initiative. Well, the initiative that we have has been going on for 2 years, but it's been sponsored by a single company, by the Ripple, or is it UBRI? I forget what the University Blockchain Research Initiative. But now we're expanding and really growing it out. And we're really excited with all the activity that Sebastian and Lev have had going on with the club, and just really growing the kind of connections that we can have between students, and hopefully getting more researchers potentially connected as well. So my role very much is just trying to connect anyone sort of outside the university and figuring out the different ways to engage. So Cameron, I know we're catching up soon. One of the things I definitely want to speak with is, when there's these interesting projects, especially say from the policy perspective, like on a city level of what these implications might mean, there's potential for capstone projects that might not have necessarily associated with them. I'm sure that's the same for a lot of schools. So I'm sure there are different ways aside from just working with just clubs in terms of finding, the most kind of activity we can get. And then I guess just to do a quick little personal plug, I'm also starting to do some work in terms of grants management support and ecosystem development. I just started working with one company, and I'm excited to support some others on the side. So yeah, if you do need any help in the grants or ecosystem growth space, do let me know. I'm on the BAF Discord as well.
Amazing. What company is that, Eugene, if you don't mind us asking? Ooh.
So it's a company that's building on top of Nexus. I don't think they've publicly announced. I will circle back on that in like 2-3 weeks.
Beautiful. Cool. Yep. So if it's not clear, there's a huge network to support all of you and your initiatives. And this is the whole point. So, if you're not going to donate, or if you're not going to get involved, at least recognize this and lend a hand to someone else who might need help, because that.
Where did he go?
It's okay.
Does anyone ever scroll with 3 fingers one way and it goes back? Yeah, well, that's what happened. So in short, yeah, lend a hand to people who might need it, and pass on the good juju, because that's the whole point here. So we're gonna now move into networking.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah,
if you're talking about jobs, blockchain at Berkeley is currently creating a talent community. So intended solely for students in blockchain. So feel free to reach out to them, or I can connect you with them, whatever works.
What kind of community?
Talent communities for to connect you with people. I do not have a link. It's very early stage. So it's more like just talking with them and showing interest.
How can interest be shown? Just like, is there someone we can reach out to, or?
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Let me give. I'll send an email.
Cool. Yeah, we're very close with blockchain at Berkeley. We'll probably get more information about it and distribute it once once it's live. But yeah, thank you, Hishan. That's huge, huge, huge. Anything else from the community? Now is the time. Nope. Okay. Yep. Henna lead there. Boom. There's your email to express interest. Awesome, everybody. We'll see you in networking. Just remember to turn on your mic and camera when you join, and you can hop from table to table. A little etiquette is if someone is talking, don't come and introduce yourself. Wait till you're asked to introduce yourself, or wait till there's a pause. But yeah, we'll be probably hanging out for another 30 minutes to an hour or so. So, yep, super stoked that all of you are here, and see you networking. Thanks.